Previously on Dungeons and Dragons.
Davy, we come to you. You're seated outside at lunchtime, and you're seated amongst all sort of like the tough kids we saw earlier. A little bit older than you, a little bit dangerous, wearing sort of heavy makeup.
I want to ask them what they listen to.
So you start talking to them, and you're going like deep. You're going like B-sides and stuff like this.
Yeah, and this is the Stooges album, and this is why Louie isn't as good as I Want to Be Your Dog, and you have to understand that once the solo hits, it is immense.
We've got sort of this situation where it's a small town, they know what they know, and you're bringing some sort of worldly knowledge to them, and they are suitably impressed by that.
Well, I mean, do you guys like play any instruments, or do you guys like singing?
There's something going on. Maybe there's something they want to talk about. Maybe something they don't. Do you want to try and sort of influence in any way?
Yeah, I would love to see if I can sort of subtly get at what they're vibing with.
And you're sort of, guys, what are you talking? And you're coming across a little too eager. And the girls are like laughing. And like we see the other girl, like just take your whole bag of chips, start eating it as the bell rings. And you head off back to class. Where are we going? North.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Therapeutic benefit in role-playing games.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, baby.
Your presence requested in exchange for treasures.
Are we talking one treasure each?
Count that. Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. A quick recap. We're new to town. We started some disco party in the streets outside a gas station, met up with a number of people through the grocery store, through the boardwalk, through school, and none of us noticed anything suspicious whatsoever.
He doesn't like the suspicious people.
Yeah. Despite the very obvious suspicious behavior. None of us noticed.
We're just setting the stage. So, well, there was. What was the suspicious behaviors that were observed but not noticed?
I guess more so like the vehicles.
Yeah.
And
the black panel vans.
So when we left off, I believe that everyone had been invited to dinner over at Lana and Louie's. They're sort of natives of the town of Eventide, and sort of as a welcome to the town gesture, invited you all for dinner. So does that sound about right? And I believe that Popsy had met up with an attractive older woman named Beverly, and was considering to maybe go see her, as there was some sort of something happening in the community where she lived. Does that sound about right?
Room 240E.
What?
Oh, Popsy remembers.
Popsy might be old, but his memory's sharp.
That's right. So that's where we left off at the beginning, or at the end of Act 1. We have, amongst the group, we have a grand total of 10 spotlight tokens remaining. So I'm tracking. Oh, good. I guys can't see anything with my background. Oh, spotlight tokens. So you can see my very accurate bookkeeping. And so we are at the start of Act 2. So we last left, and we were bringing groceries into the house. Popsy and Sawyer was picking up Davy at school. Sawyer witnessed the vans going on, and Ellie and Popsy were unloading groceries, saying that they had an invite to Lana and Louie's house. And where does everyone want to go with any of that?
Going to take the opportunity at this point to drop everything I'm doing to go greet my favorite grandson at the door. A very blatant stiff to my actual son. And just with like open arms, kind of like not actually hit Sawyer in the face as I'm opening my arms, but like just like, kind of parting in a way that it's obvious I'm embracing only Davy from his day out. Davy, you must tell me all about
Sawyer understands the youth of our nation is important.
That was great, Popsy.
I just had so much fun at my new school. I made so many great friends.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. Tell me about your friends.
Well, I mean, like, we're all really into like this brand new movie franchise called like, the Animator 552, and it was just so much fun. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, dear.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, your teachers, do they all seem competent enough to educate someone as great as you?
Now they kind of suck, but that's okay. I'm here, I'm Davy, and I'm gonna make it happen.
All right.
Davey, you're really excited about school.
Absolutely. I just want to get an education, and it is so much fun. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing anymore, man. What? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is the type of attitude of one who will follow in my footsteps.
Oh no.
I hope so, Popsy. I hope so.
That's the right type of motivation to take over the family business.
All right. No one knows what that family business is, but
Let's go dancing in the street.
Yeah, dancing.
Yeah, not even his family knows.
I'm going to be in the kitchen making a nice Jell-O mold that I can bring to
beautiful.
dinner later on.
Excellent. Love it.
I will be helping her with that.
All right. So you guys, sort of settle in and Davy's doing his homework, sitting at the table, and Ellie's making the Jell-O mold, and Sawyer's doing whatever Sawyer does. There is a knock at the door.
Oh, I put down the stuff that I'm using to make my Jell-O mold. I run over to the door, open it up, and who's there? As I open the door.
It's a young woman or a girl or whatever you want to call her, someone of high school age, and you see like a banana seat bike, out in front of the house, sort of sitting on the sidewalk, and she's like, "Hi, I noticed as I was getting home from school that it looked like Davy, I guess, new student, sort of came in here. I just wanted to sort of say hi and." We'll say hi again and let him know that I just live right down the block there.
Oh, okay. Would you like to talk to him? He's just doing it.
I mean, I don't want to, sort of, yeah, I mean, that'd be great. So she's got sort of a little bit of a rough edge to her, but she looks like a, sort of a young or, a high school student, of the era here. Nothing too rough about her, but she's definitely got a little bit of an edge. She's not just wearing like a striped shirt and flare jeans. So
almost would she be almost somebody that like Ellie may not want Davy hanging out with by the look, but not quite sure yet?
No. I mean, she's not. So this was. I mean, we saw this character earlier in sort of the fans of music and stuff, but sort of, not quite your. She's not super edgy with like a ripped denim vest or this or that, but she's definitely got a little.
She's no Pinky Pescadero.
Yeah, she's, sort of like in between there. But, we saw her earlier. She was one of the kids that Davy had met, sort of talking about music at lunch and this and that. So,
okay, so in that case,
older, so she's probably Davy's like, what do we say, like ninth grade or whatever. And she was definitely a little bit older than him. So,
Davy, you've got company.
Oh, yeah. Who is it?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, Sandy.
Sandy. It's Sandy. Sandy.
Oh, Sandy. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about my symphonies.
All right. So you walk Sandy in, and Sandy's like, she looks a little sort of, like awkward or not embarrassed, not blushing, but she's just like, oh, and she's like, yeah, doing homework. Sure. Davey, I live right down the street at 407. I saw you sort of get in, and I just want to say hi, and if you want to, hang out or anything anytime, just come on down. I just want to make you feel welcome.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Did I tell you about my musical lit collection? I can't wait to show people.
No, you did not tell me about that.
Well,
sure.
maybe we can do that sometime. We can get some ice cream. It'll be really fun. And yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure thing, Davey. That sounds great. I don't know. We're a bunch of us are getting together tonight, and I know it's a school night, but we just the weather's nice, and we like to be outside. We sort of ride our bikes around and get some exercise. And she's definitely sort of trying to sort of talk up the more wholesome aspects of what they're doing within earshot of parental figures. So if that's something you want to do, I mean, it's still light out, and we'll be back probably a little bit after dark, because it's not summertime, but just if you want to do something, we could do that. But
home for dinner.
I get you have homework. I should do my homework too. Maybe she's lying. Who knows?
So being a bit of a delinquent himself, kick up her subtleties.
Sure, and frankly, being that this is the 70s, and sort of the way television operated there. So Sawyer, we're in that sort of realm of like mid-20s, and she is, maybe a junior in high school. So although Davy might, sort of be charmed by this young woman, Sawyer might also be charmed by this one. 70s were a little all over the place with sort of stuff like that. So, yes, and you can. Why don't you give me a either thought or drama roll, whether you're sort of trying to intuit or whether you're just like, I'm the cool kid, I should know what's going on. So
both 0.
So it's the same.
Whoa.
Oh, Dave, you want to make a roll too?
Or,
are you trying to one up Sawyer and sort of let Sandy know that you're the cool one here?
Am I rolling a d20 or regular? It's like
no, d6s.
Okay, so 2.
So, what are you going to try and make a roll as well?
Yeah, so I got 2 and 4.
I decided both of my thought and drama skills were 0, so I'm just going to roll 2 dice and go with the drama skill.
Yeah, 2.
So I got a total of 8.
8. So we're in that realm of, do you want to succeed and sort of give up control of your character, or do you want to fail and maintain control of your character?
I will succeed and succeed the control of my character, because Sawyer wants to make sure that if Davy does go out, that he's going to be safe.
Okay. Davy, your roll. So did we figure out what your stats were, Davy? Your 3 whopping statistics?
He's 0 adventure, 2 thought, -1 drama.
Okay. So this is going to be a drama roll, assuming you're trying to sort of impress the young woman, young Sandy. So that means you'll roll 3 dice and keep your worst 2.
Okay.
So 3d6s, keep your worst 2 of them.
Keep my worst 2?
Yep.
Okay.
You're at like a disadvantage, so.
1, 2, and 4.
Oh boy. So so you see this young who you sort of were earlier, and if you've seen your, that Davy has a penchant for older women, aka not freshmen, not first-year students in high school. And she's there, and she's talking to you about this and trying to sort of drop subtle and not so subtle hints. And you're just flustered by the whole thing, and you're there, and you like spill your milk. And Sawyer, at the same time, you're trying to pick up what's okay, and she's like, "Oh, Sandy," and she sort of reaches out her hand, but she doesn't reach out far. She reaches out sort of close, and you come in, and then we see you sort of like head off with Sandy to another room as you're trying to make sure that and Davy's there, and he's trying to clean up milk and everything along these lines. So, and Sandy, we cut, and there's Sandy and Sawyer, and they're standing pretty close to each other, and she's like, "Oh yeah, no, we go out," and Sawyer's like, "Oh, I heard there's some band playing tonight. I don't know if that's something you'd want to do." And she's like, "Well, it is a school night, but maybe." So you sort of totally kind of like sniped Sandy from Davy's point of view, and you're sort of out somewhere else and doing that. So yeah, it's going to be safe for Davy because he's not going to be going out, Sawyer, because chances are you are sort of definitely more of interest to Sandy than Davy at this point in time. So Davy, clean up. Go ahead.
Popsy's gonna go over to Davy, who's in the act of cleaning up, and start like massaging his shoulders, seeing his fumble with the older girl. but it's going to be like an encouragement, like, Davy, don't worry. You take after Popsy. It's okay. You make a few mistakes at first, but eventually, you'll be swimming in ladies.
Hope so. I don't want to keep spilling my milk.
I'm just gonna leave that one right there. Just it. The writers wrote that, made it pass. I don't want to keep spilling my milk. This is pause, and we just move on. So,
Wah, wah, wah.
so Sandy is with Sawyer, and she's like, yeah. So, I mean, I'd love to get to that concert. Like, I'm sure if I was with you, I wouldn't have any problem getting in. We were just gonna go hang out down in Salinas and check stuff out there. If you want, I mean, I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't really want to hang out with a bunch of high school kids. I mean, there's a couple older, but yeah. So, and she's definitely like, you guys are standing pretty close. Like,
I'm peeking in from the kitchen in disgust.
do you want to do anything though?
I'm at the moment, no. I'm just, but you can, like, the camera pans over, you just kind of see Ellie's eyes do one of these, like.
Okay.
Well, that sounds like that could be really great. I wish I had a little bit more time. You see, I do already have some place to be tonight, so I don't know if tonight would be great.
What are you doing tonight? It's a Tuesday night. Like, what?
Oh well, I have. You can't tell it, but I'm kind of a secret agent. I'm really important. And I have a bit of a mission tonight. I gotta save America, baby.
You hear from the.
So here's what are you trying to do by sharing this information? What's your sort of where are you trying to?
Sawyer is trying to tell her something that she probably absolutely wouldn't believe. But his original plan was to try to just kind of ascertain information of whether or not she was going to be a good influence on Davy. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, we're maybe no. So he's just trying to kind of push her a little bit away to maybe make her not as interested as it seems like she might be right now.
Okay, so let's make that a drama roll. So
okay,
let's roll number 3. I think your drama is 0, right? Is that correct?
Yep.
So we're just gonna roll
2 dice.
and keep them.
5.
Welcome to Demons and Dragons.